Hey everyone. We've all been there, right? Staring down a challenge that just feels huge, overwhelming. But what if I told you those challenges aren't just there to get in your way? Today, we're going to unpack a really powerful idea that could totally change how you look at the tough stuff in your life. So, let's get right into it. What is the real point of a challenge? I mean, really think about that for a second. Is it just a hurdle, some kind of cosmic punishment? Or is there something else going on? Let's dig in and see.
Okay, so this is it. This quote is going to be our guide for this whole explainer. Everything we talk about today stems right from this one powerful thought. It goes like this. Life will throw many challenges at you, but do not run away from them. Prove to yourself that you are strong enough to face them successfully. Always remember, challenges are what makes our life interesting, and overcoming them is what makes our life meaningful. Wow, there's a lot in there, right? So let's start pulling it apart.
All right, first things first. We got to start with the foundation, a kind of universal truth about, well, life's constant challenges. Notice how it starts. Life will throw many challenges at you. It doesn't say might, it doesn't say could, it says will. And that's a huge shift in perspective, isn't it? It means that facing tough stuff isn't a sign you're failing or that something's wrong. Nope, it's just part of the deal. It's like the price of admission for this whole being alive thing. Okay, so if we can agree that challenges are going to happen, no matter what, then what? What's next? Well, that brings us to a really critical moment, the choice. And right here, we get the first command, do not run away from them. See, this isn't a friendly suggestion. It's an instruction. It's saying that the second a challenge pops up, you're standing at a fork in the road. And this piece of wisdom is basically pointing down one path and saying, yeah, don't go the other way. Turning back isn't where the good stuff happens. You can really think of it like this. You've got two clear paths. On one side, you have the path of avoidance, just running away from the problem. It feels easier in the moment, for sure, but you don't really go anywhere. Then there's the path of engagement, facing it head on. And that's where all the potential is, all the good stuff. That's the choice this quote is really pushing us to make. But why, right? If we're gonna choose the harder path, what's the real motivation? Who are we trying to impress? Well, the answer in this quote is fascinating because it points us inward to a reward that's all about us. Check out this key phrase, prove to yourself, not to your boss, not to your partner, not to your followers online, to you. The most important person you have to convince of your strength is you. That's a game changer, isn't it? Because that kind of internal validation, that's way more powerful than any like or pat on the back you can get from someone else. Let's just give this idea a name. Let's call it self-proof. And this isn't about having a big ego or anything. It's about slowly building this deep, solid belief in what you can do just by getting through one tough thing at a time. It's that quiet confidence that sticks with you, long after the challenge itself is over. Okay, so this whole journey, facing challenges, building up that self-proof, it all leads somewhere. It leads to the big payoff, the ultimate reason we do any of it. It's all about finding meaning. And this last part of the quote, it's really the final piece of the puzzle. It gives us this amazing two-part reward. First, challenges are what makes our life interesting. I mean, think about it. A life with zero problems would be so boring, right? Predictable. So the challenges add the spice, the story. But then comes the big one. Overcoming them is what makes our life meaningful. That's where the magic happens. That's where you actually forge a life that feels like it matters. So you can basically boil it down to a simple formula for a meaningful life. Step 1, a challenge shows up. Bam, life just got more interesting. Step 2, you overcome that challenge. Boom, you just made your life more meaningful. It's so cool because it shows that meaning isn't something you just stumble upon, like finding a lost wallet. It's something you build, something you create. All right, so let's just wrap up the key takeaways here. First, challenges are a given. They're gonna happen. Second, you always have a choice, run or face them. Third, the real reward isn't fame or glory. It's proving your own strength to yourself. We called it self-proof. And finally, facing those challenges makes life interesting, but actually overcoming them, that's what makes life meaningful. And that leaves us with one last pretty big thought to chew on. This whole idea puts you in the driver's seat of your own life story. So the real question isn't just what challenges are going to come my way. The real question is, what challenge will I choose to face to give my life meaning? Something to think about for sure. Thanks so much for hanging out for this breakdown.